Welcome, lovely people. Today I am playing on my PlayStation. I am on the EU server, and we are here to have a little bit of a look at Outsider Ops Week 2. Sorry, Outsiders Ops Week 2. I keep forgetting to say the S for some reason. I don't know why. Just sounds better, but wronger, which is now a word. I'm just getting my settings done on YouTube, so bear with me a few minutes and then we will start having a look at what the new content is. I was hanging out to do this for quite some time. I anticipated the downtime and was incorrect about the downtime, and then it ended up being an hour later than I thought it was. Then the downtime was done and I was like, yay! And I logged in and the old content was there and not the new content. So the new content has come up after the downtime is finished on the EU server, which I find very weird, but apparently that's how it's working today, so that's fine. It looks like my YouTube channel is all good. I will just make sure I get the chat up on my phone so that I can see you guys, if indeed there are any of you, at this, rather late time of night for most of you. Oh, hello, the Chosen. Chosen is here. It's lovely to see you. And we have someone in-game called Autobot who's looking pretty cool. Can't lie, you look pretty great. I love when people do the bright colors because it's something I feel I don't do very well, is nice bright colors on my characters, unless I'm creating an iconic character, right? So when I see other people do it, it's very, very nice to see. All right, it looks like it's coming up on my phone correctly, thank God. Because sometimes it has attitude. I always find it a little bit funny too when I have a live stream pop and then I end up with ads on my own live stream that I'm trying to watch. All right, and we have the setting to all messages. Everything is set correctly. So welcome, the Chosen. Chosen said, am I the only one here? You are not the only one here. My mum is here. Fred is also here, who is Paragon from last time, who joined us, which was lovely. Fred said, good evening, good everything? Good everything. I appreciate you getting a preview of Reset Day. Thank you very much. Let's have a look. Now, I think I told you guys last time exactly what it was that we would have for today. It's the solo of 8th Precinct. It's the duo of Metropolis City Hall. Both of those I can solo, so if no one joins me, it's perfectly fine. But unfortunately, the alert is Strikers Island Penitentiary. Cannot solo that. You need at least 4 players, so... I mean, you can only do maximum of 4 players. You need 4 players, guys! And the Prison Break raid I also cannot solo. So if we don't get other people joining me, which is understandable at this time of night for everyone, because only in Australia is this a reasonable hour. Everywhere else this is not the most reasonable of hours. Let's have a look at what it says. So, I did get a pop-up that came up too. For anyone who is curious, it looks like Extra Life has reached one of their milestones. I did receive some rewards. So if anyone is interested in trying to get the rewards for Extra Life, just keep in mind they probably will pop on your account if you do log in. And it was the first and second tier. I think we got like a cape and an emblem and the halo that most of us would already have, I think. So it looks like we have the solo that I read out before, 8th Precinct, and the Metropolis City Hall duo, both of which we can easily do. Let's see if we can get the alert and raid as well. So we'll start with solo and work our way through to the most likely not going to get in ones. But let's queue up and get in and do 8th Precinct, which I think I have actually played recently because we have a tendency to run through this when we are doing from 0 to 30, which we do quite frequently on this channel. So it won't be that unfamiliar to us. So that's good. A nice familiar one. But I will say I haven't done that duo in quite some time, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Even if no one pairs up with me, we can solo that one just fine. Should be a bit of fun. Oh yeah, I want to go and have a look at the Extra Life stuff because there's a purple aura that's available if we donate through Meta Knight's link on her website, so I really want to do that. Because I love purple. We all know this. I think Meta Knight is like a kindred spirit where purple is concerned, because she also uses purple hearts, the correct color. So, I approve. There we go. Chosen said I'll be posting the new hero style on the Discord in just a second. Oh, awesome! That's great! I love seeing your guys' styles. I know I'm not very consistently on my Discord, guys, so I apologize for that, but when I am, I love seeing everything you guys do. It's so much fun.
To challenge me?
Oh, hello, Rose. Rose said hi. Paragon said I say everything because I have no idea what time it is down under. I think that's smart. I think I should probably start greeting people by good everything. or good, whatever time of day you happen to be experiencing right now, which is longer, but makes, like, I think people will understand it more. If I say good everything all the time, I think everyone might think I mean everything in life is good, when, you know, that's not true. Mud is gross.
Trouble. You came to the right place.
Oh, beautiful. Chosen said just posted the style. Excellent. I will have a look at that after. That's going to be fun. Oh, I think next week when we get the reset for this particular event, we're going to end up with a different load-in for villains and for heroes.
Why are you and I fighting?
Yeah, we will have a shady nightclub duo for heroes, and then the police station for the villains. So we'll try and run through both of those when that week drops. But I was very surprised that this didn't drop immediately after the shutdown. It's like it loaded into the game after, like when I was partway through playing things. I was messing around a little bit with my mum's account so that we can put it on my PlayStation 5, because I'm thinking we might have to finish leveling her characters, ready for her to join us, so we have a consistent healer on both the EU and US server.
Trigon still
I
controls
also
Raven,
had just a
and
little
Raven
bit of
still
fun on my
controls
Xbox and
Donna.
created an account for her that has a character, and she'll probably have a healer on there too. So she might join us all over the place. It'll be nice to have a consistent healer, but I think many of you are aware my mum is not a big fan of doing the hurting of the NPCs. So she is not a fan of running through the opening narrative content with her character because she has to attack things. So I'm gonna do that for her. I think she's got one up on level 25 and one at level 27, so they're not very far off. We'll get them there. But that's what I was playing around with when I noticed that suddenly the new load-ins were there. So I was a little bit excited because I thought I had, like,
we have to find her
it had been messed up, or maybe the
Our
developers
best chance is
forgot
to
have
split
it
up and
upload,
search.
or maybe it would happen
Starfire
when
and
the
I
US
will take the
server
upper
reset,
levels.
which
I'll
doesn't
search
make
the
a
rest
whole
of
lot
the
of
squad.
sense, because
Sounds
when
like
the
a plan.
US server
Hero
resets, it
and I
shouldn't
will
affect
take
the
the holding
EU
level.
server
Come on.
in any way unless it's also resetting. But occasionally I have noticed when US resets, EU suddenly has a thing, or potentially it happened sooner and I didn't notice, like today, where it didn't happen immediately after reset, but, you know, while I was playing around it suddenly was there. So it's interesting, which you can tell because you can see I've actually completed my progression too. So I jumped on to be able to do this with you guys, and you can see in the event tab here, I've done my progression for today. So, and I was like, well, I guess I play the old one and wait until it resets on the US server, and then we have a look at the new one. But yeah, it came back, it's fine. Man, I'm really good at rambling about nothing. And also thank you for anyone, all of you, who have joined me during the live stream, because I do know that when this happens, when the EU server resets, the majority of my viewers are sleeping. So I don't really expect there to be a lot of people who join me for the live stream, but there's always some of you who do, and that's really, really lovely. So thank you very much. Hopefully it's not during your sleep time. Hopefully this is also a reasonable hour for you to be awake also. Because for me this is 5:30 p.m. So it's not like very, very late, very, very early. Just, you know, dinner time-ish. So after this live stream I'll probably eat. But yeah, I'm very glad to see that it popped up. I was thinking if it doesn't pop up and I have to wait, then I'll have to try and do it tomorrow, which is a little trickier because I do have quite a bit of work to do tomorrow, and I'm doing a grocery shop with my brother first thing in the morning, which is when I would normally live stream if I need to do something that didn't happen the day before. Yeah, I do need to get groceries, so I wasn't willing to sacrifice going and getting groceries for a live stream. We're running low on ice cream. Actually, I'm not too bad with ice cream. But I don't know, for some reason at the moment we're kind of on, like my family is really, really enjoying having ice cream quite a
Glad
bit,
you
which
guys
is
showed
weird,
up.
because
I'm
it's
holding her
cold,
body in one place,
and it's
but
meant to be
Raven's
getting
fighting
close to our
Trigon
summer,
deep in her soul.
but it's
I can
just
feel
cold.
it.
I'm
can
like
we
in a
do?
beanie
I've got to
and a
stay
hoodie
here to
that's
keep the
really
portal
thick
open,
fleece at the
but
moment,
only
so
a true
because
magical
of how
warrior
freezing
can
it is.
enter
And if I
that
get too
soul
cold,
self.
I'm going to be
The
chucking the
second
blankets
that
on me as
happens,
well, 'cause
I'm
on my bed.
teleporting everyone else out of here.
It's all up to you.
Chosen
I
said I
know
hadn't got
you
the
and
reward
Raven
yet.
can
I
beat
stay awake
him
at night,
down.
to be honest. Yeah, a lot of people do. I do think even though they do reset on the US server here in
I
the
can't
middle of
keep
our
Raven
night,
contained for
a
long.
lot of Australian
She's
players
opened
are
a
up
portal
at that
to her
time.
soul
I don't
self.
think everyone
She
has a
wants
really,
us to
really
help her
consistent
fight.
bedtime anymore because the trading hours for stores is like all over the place. A lot of the jobs that we do are online. We don't necessarily have to go anywhere for them. It's, you know, when we can get it done. Like being a YouTuber, it's certainly whenever I can get things done, I just do it, which is why I'm up now. But yeah, I still try to be mindful of trying to do my live streams, especially the ones when we group together. Like if we're going to run something together, I like to be mindful of when everyone's going to be awake and capable of doing so, which is why they're done midday on Saturdays for the US and Sunday mornings for me.
You are
Oh, I
too
just
late.
realized I'm running around destroying those like I have a
Raven
feat to
is
complete. I
broken.
have completed that feat a long time ago, guys.
Trigon's
It's
day
a habit
has
now
come.
because of the 0 to 30 runs that we do.
You cannot
Can't
save
help myself,
my
apparently.
daughter.
She
She is merely a vessel for
Oh.
my power.
I don't know how many of you would like to give me some
tear your
recommendations,
soul
but if you
asunder.
guys have any recommendations for things that I should watch besides superhero stuff, because I'm already going to watch all that, on Disney Plus, please let me know, because I have Disney Plus for a while. We're going to probably keep it for at least a year. And even though I know I'm going to watch all the superhero stuff, I don't know what else there is to kind of like half asleep watch. So if you guys have recommendations on those, I will take them down and watch those things, or have a look at them, and then if I hate them, even though you love them, I'll not
Tear
watch them.
your soul asunder.
There we go. I must admit, I have a weird sleep schedule. It's very, very inconsistent. Just not even daily is it the same, because sometimes I stay up late to edit, sometimes I have to get up
daughter.
early for things, and it ends
Your
up making
will
my sleep
returns.
weird. And also I sleep short, like
What's
4
left of
hours
it?
ish.
Trigon.
And when I say ish, because
will
sometimes
leave
it's more like
this
2
place.
and sometimes it's more like 6. Wait, I don't know. And then also, because I choose to do my live streams at midday for the US, that means that I'm doing them very early on my morning, which has up until recently been 2 a.m., but now it is 4 a.m. because of the daylight savings change for both Australia and the US.
You are free for now, daughter. But too late.
Back.
My arrival is imminent.
There we go. Yay! We rescued
Trigon's evil power
Raven!
has entered this
I love
world.
Raven. See the style she has? I want this style in the
But
game.
you have
We can
saved
do a
my
bit of
soul.
it. We've got the shoulders and the
I
head.
thank you.
Nothing else.
I hope you will fight at my side when his dark day comes.
Oh, always. I will always fight at your side. Kicking Trigon's butt makes me happy. Bye, Raven! Oh, I got renown. I wonder if it's renown that I actually needed. Probably. I don't know how much I've played on this server. Rose said it's 5:37 p.m. where I am in Australia. Same as you. Yes, I think we're both in Victoria. So I think we have the same time zone. Oh, hello, David. David said hi, everyone. Hello, welcome. It's nice to see you. We have to look at people's styles when we see purple, okay? Oh, it's nice. Oh, the skin. I love this skin, the way people utilize it. It looks so cool. You look cool. She has no idea that I'm here or who I am. But, you know, you look cool anyway. Very nice style. All right, let's queue up for the duo. We'll do a normal queue up, see if someone will join us, and then if not, we will just solo it. So we're going to do Metropolis City Hall. On the bright side... Oh, there we go. We're getting in straight away. On the bright side, if we are getting someone who's going to join us for the duo, there's a chance that there's people for the alert and raid who might join us as well. Because I definitely cannot solo either of those. There are things you have to activate in the alert, and in the prison raid, you literally can't escape unless you're the characters who are in the correct location to release everyone else. Ooh, you look cool. Backspace is such a cool name. He looks like a ninja. Oh, nice. Nice style, my dude. All right, let's go. Is he coming? Oh, yeah, he's coming. Okay, cool. This is something I haven't played in a little bit. This is part of the initial missions, though, right? When we're doing character creation from 0 to 30. I'm pretty sure this is part of it. I think we just haven't done this one much. Or maybe I'm not remembering it clearly. I mean, we do get through things pretty fast when we do this as a group. So maybe that's why it's not fresh in my mind. But it also could be one that's not on the storylines that we're choosing, because I know there's a little bit of difference in some of those. Speaking of which, we're going to be doing a 0 to 30 on the Xbox, which will stream directly to Twitch first and then come up onto my channel after that, because it'll be uploaded once it's complete. And that will be next weekend on Saturday at 12 o'clock in the middle of the day, midday. Which I say PM, but I know some people get confused with the PM and AM for the 12s. So midday, that's why it's called midday play. And I'm going to be, I think the winner is currently Lady Blaze. So later today or tomorrow, you'll see a post come up saying that I'm creating Lady Blaze, which I'm very excited about, because even though I'm going to do only one style for the character creation 0 to 30, like I normally do, once I go and play around with her armories, she has a lot of different styles that don't really match each other as well.
Sinestro
So
Corps.
I'm really looking forward to
They've
doing
gotten
that.
past
Styling
the
characters is so
Manhunter.
much fun.
Seal the doors and keep them away from the power battery.
Chosen said, when in December do you think the 4th patrol event will release? I don't know. Oh, he got in without me? Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, I'm not really sure, but I'm kind of hoping a little bit sooner rather than later, because if it goes too late, I'm gonna have, because we do our celebrations in January for our family, so we tend to celebrate Christmas on the 1st of January, so that if any of us have a partner, we can go and spend time with their family for Christmas Day, and then for New Year's Day, we spend time together as a family. But, yeah, we will probably be doing a lot of things early on in January, so if the patrol starts then, I won't be able to do it on all the accounts I'd like to, but that's okay. I am curious to see what the rewards are. But I also do wonder if after the 4 weeks with this, maybe it will pop and we'll have the Season's Greetings event, and then, I think he's correct, yeah he is, Season's Greetings event and then Patrol immediately after it, or both of them at the same time, because these developers do seem to like having 2 events running together. I guess the more they can keep us in the game, the better for them, right? Yeah, I need to break her shield down. Why am I leaping at anything except her? Leap at her, you weirdo. There we go. Oh, I leapt a bunch of times to break her shield down, and every time she leapt away from the enemy. Not even to a different enemy. You saw that, right? She just leapt to nowhere. It was bizarre. I don't really understand that. Backspace is doing an awesome job getting the battery through it. Very nice. See? Where are you leaping, girl? I don't know. So for anyone who doesn't know, if you see the yellow lanterns coming in holding the large shield, the best way to get them to remove the shield is to leap and attack like this, to drop their shield down so that you can attack them with other things. Otherwise, they just won't take damage because the shield protects them. So I have seen a few people struggle with that before. It hasn't really impacted us though, because I know that that's how it works, so I would attack those ones specifically. But for people who don't know, that's the fastest way. There's been occasions where I've forgotten about it until they appear and my best friend has like done half of them already, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. My best friend has a good memory. Looks like they're taking damage pretty quickly on this one, which is very nice. I've got to say, the Backspace character looks amazing. I love him. He's such a cool ninja. Also, the use of that aura is great too. Or is that accessory? Or is that an aura? I think it's an aura. The miasmic aura, I believe. Hey, she whacked me with her shields! How dare you? You get burned just for that.
You show great will.
Hello, Arkilo. So, for this one, we have to attack the extra lanterns first, then destroy their lanterns, then we attack a Kilo. And if you're not fast enough, it will reset and get you to do that multiple times. But I would assume with the 2 of us here, we should be able to do it.
And fight!
Beautiful. Right now, a Kilo is not going to be taking damage. He's just not in the mood for it. There we go. There we go. He should take damage now. Hopefully we get him down in one shot. Shouldn't be too tricky. This is a very early content, so even if Backspace isn't highly leveled, it shouldn't be a problem because I should be able to get him down. But it seems like Backspace is relatively well leveled, which is nice. Beautiful. Oh, I've got a couple of styles I need there. We'll grab the belt. Thank you. Down you go, serrated guards. Yay!
Your
Is
defiance
it
will
serrated?
end,
I
Steward.
could be reading it
We
wrong.
will crush your miserable
It's hard to see
core
'cause
under
it's
our
like the
boots
text is
for
over the top of the
interfering with
yellow
our
shield.
rings.
So it's a little
You
difficult
don't
to
listen,
see it.
do you, Sinestro? Something's affecting all of the rings, and it isn't us. But if you don't believe me, we'll be happy to show you the hard way.
Ah, I see you've brought company. Can they withstand Sinestro's might?
We can easily withstand your might and also
Watch
kick
your
your butt.
tongue, mudball.
You will have no might!
You
For this one, you need to attack Sinestro until it does a cutscene where he shields himself, then activate a Green Lantern lantern? A Green Lantern lantern. Like over here. Hey, no cutscene? Does it not activate? Maybe we deactivate it? Oh no, there's the cutscene. We were too fast.
No, my fear withstands your petty tricks.
Oh, John Stewart? Oh, he's got the pickup. Good job! We rescue John Stewart. Oh, apparently my character... I don't know why. She's leaping like in the wrong locations over and over again for some reason. She's got attitude. We don't appreciate it. Activate another one of these. Yay! Oh, lovely. David said we're about to do story time with Marley and the other dogs. If you finish before we finish, have a good one. Thank you! Marley is adorable. He sent pictures on my Discord. Such a cute puppy. I sent pictures of my cats on that Discord too, and my cats were being weird, as they usually do. Like, my female cat absolutely loves my brother, so that's that brother from AU. And he'll just pull her in the air, and she will perfectly happily just sit in the air on his hand and arm. She's, I don't know, a little bit of a weirdo, but a happy one, which is good. And then, my other cat in the pictures, one, he's pretending to be laundry, so he's in the laundry basket all by himself. There was no laundry in there. So I don't know why he liked it so much. And the other one, he's pretending to be a book by stacking himself on the bookcase with the books. So, you know, I have weird cats. They take after their owner a little bit. Oh, thank you, Backlash! Oh, sorry, Backspace. Now I'm just mixing everybody out.
Even now, I feel your fear.
Fred said, what's on sale in the marketplace this week? Oh, good point. There should be a 20% off sale, which did not pop when I saw reset, so I have not even looked. We should have a look at that after we've got through there. So I'm kind of hoping it's currency. I doubt it, though, because we just recently had currency, didn't we? I needed replay badges, so I've grabbed some of those. And Kilo's the last one to go down. I don't know why I'm not using my belt. There's like things sitting there that are helpful that I'm just not using. Because this is an easy one, you know? Not exactly taking much damage over here. Thank you, we'll take this.
My ring is drained, or I would crush you with the force of your own terrors.
Excellent.
This is not over, Lanterns, for fear dwells within us all.
Sinestro won't get far. His ring's almost out. Thanks for the hand. We'll take it from here.
Pleasure, I guess. Thank you, Backspace. Oh. We don't need a cutscene right now, thank you. Let's go. Let's see if we can get into the alert and raid. These are ones that I cannot solo, so we better hope someone else queues up for them. We'll do the alert first. There's a high probability we're going to get into that rather than the raid, and then we'll have a look at Marketplace. Alert, queue up as damage, thank you, will do. Oh, apparently it didn't do, what's it called? Ready up. Oh, we're getting in straight away. Well, there you go. Marketplace. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I was expecting a delay. On sale, we have all of the exobytes. So I already have, I think, all or most of those. But if you guys are interested in getting different characters that you can play for the legendary characters stuff, the PvP or PvE, apparently they're available there. So that's good with a discount. I'll have another look at it once we're done here so that we can see exactly how much you're saving on each of those. Do remember on this particular account and server, I have a membership. So if you don't have a membership, it'll be slightly more expensive than what I get the discount on.
Earlier, and trust me, when a trillion-pound gorilla in a coma
Raphael
arrives
said
at a prison
nothing!
for superpowered criminals,
Apparently. I think I saw something pop up earlier, which was like a
Grod's
yay or a yo or
escaping,
something
but
like
the
that.
rogues are
So,
another matter.
welcome, Raphael.
They're in the cell block to your right. With luck, they're still in containment.
Albel said, what if Sinestro's power is actually in his mustache? I mean, there's a chance, right? We all know how much Voivode loves pointing out the mustache situation.
Got an intruder.
Here we go. Yeah, see, I would be knocked out in here too fast, I think. I would not be able to make it through. And I'm pretty sure there's a room where we have to activate 4 consoles at once, if I'm mixing it up with another one. But I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's it. I do think that they've done good with the themes, like the different themes that they've got running through the events that they're getting us to do, or the load-ins kind of make sense together. Kind of fun. I do like that they're giving us an excuse to play some of the content that we may not pay very
over
often.
here, help!
Oh,
Everyone's
it's this one.
gone nuts,
yeah.
and I'm trapped behind this shield.
Soloing this would have been
Keep these guys
ridiculous
away
and
from me,
stupid of me.
and I'll try to shut everything down so we can get out of here.
Okay, sir. Sounds great.
Hold it right there.
And I can't remember how well I go attacking by myself with these prison guards. I think their damage output is reasonable. But we'll try and stick close to some other people if we can.
Oops, that wasn't the right button.
We have to
Let me
subdue
try.
rioters.
Oh, man. Now I gotta
I
enter
think
in the
are
reversal
more
codes.
over in
Hang
here than
on.
they are out
Watch
here,
out
but I could
behind
be
you.
mistaken.
Attention. Engaging
Here they
lockdown
go.
protocol. Warning.
Yeah, they are. They
Opening
are.
cell doors.
Come
He
on,
looks very
come
angry.
on.
Did you see him
What is
shaking his
wrong with
fist?
this
He's an
gate?
upset little man. Which side were they on? Maybe the other side. Could be down a level, up a level too. I forgot there's a lot of levels. Oh, here they are. Okay. Attacking you with fire and spinniness. There we go. That's what we like to see. Don't you run away from me! Sneaky little... I mean, they are wearing bright orange. I don't think I was in... Like, there was much chance of me actually losing that, but I don't appreciate the running away anyway. I'm only trying to burn them and then knock the... Okay, never mind. I don't feel like I'm going to make a case over here. Are any others loose? I'm pretty sure we don't get a cutscene for every single time they get loose, do we? But, I mean, we get red dots on the minimap. Seems like it's up a level. Over here? Oh, we get
Warning.
red dots, but they're still got a
Opening
shield.
cell doors.
Someone's Grim is inside attacking him. Is that mine? I don't know, but apparently I can't attack him, so that's fine. That was a little weird, wasn't it? It seems a little weird to me. You're going down, inmate. I feel like there's not much I could actually say to these guys that would keep them from running away from me, so there's no point. I think the last time we ran this was on one of Multiverse's lives, and it was such a while ago because up until, I don't know, but like the last few months we've definitely had a full group of 8. So we have not run any alerts, but we definitely ran this one at some point, or maybe the raid version, I'm not sure. But kind of cool. I'm enjoying this. And I really didn't think I was going to get in, but we did. This is weird. Someone's Grim is attacking. It's so weird. I don't know whose it is, but I have a Grim, so maybe it's mine. I don't know. He's definitely taking
Warning.
damage.
Opening cell doors.
Oh, we got some over here.
I need more time. The security codes aren't working.
I mean, yeah, but we'll get them. It's fine. You can have all the time you need. We'll just keep attacking them. You'll be fine. Nearly halfway. Definitely halfway. Yeah, there's no way. I would have been knocked out so fast. You know who I reckon could solo this just fine? Superman. As in the YouTuber, not as in Superman the character, because obviously he could. Albel said, man, that duo is a throwback, lol. Right! This raid is a throwback too! I'm kind of having fun. Where are they attacking? Oh, they're over there. I don't see red dots, they're just floating in the air. We're 18 out of 30. We need... Does it really take this long for them to keep opening doors? It's taking a little while. I'm pretty sure we don't have to activate consoles in this one. This part anyway, right?
Warning. Opening cell doors.
Yay! Cell door opening.
Keep watching
there
my
they are.
back.
I see you.
If I go down, you'll be trapped in here.
Don't worry, we're not going to go down, and you're not going to go down, and we will attack all the inmates, because we're the good guys, and that's what we do. Albel said that's why it takes so long for an alert. You are so right, because they just delay in between attack waves. They're like, oh, they can wait a little bit longer. Goodbye, protection of Grodd. Ah! Chosen said, I really like my character's style. I'm so glad. Isn't styling a character fun? It's so much fun. I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite things to do in this game. We know this. We know this. You've seen my styling videos. I can't help myself. I was doing Supergirl, ready for the next video I'm doing, and Scarlet Witch, and I think I ended up with 8 for Supergirl in the end. Because they just kept popping in lines, and so I kept doing it. I couldn't help myself. It's an addiction.
Just give me another minute.
I mean, there's worse things to be addicted to. Styling characters isn't that bad. Oh, I shouldn't do a villain off when I'm trying
Are you
to be
still
zero.
alive?
Yay!
The system shut me out.
Escape the cell block.
I'm
Let's
just
go
gonna
and
stay
do
here.
this again in another room.
No way Gorilla Grodd is taking over my mind. That's who's behind this, you know.
Yeah, we could
It started
see that.
the minute he
Protection was
arrived.
everywhere.
Rules are a cage.
Albel said everybody is hoping for currency, lol. I think it's a fair choice, though. A lot of people want the currency to be cheaper.
Warning, opening cell doors.
I'm a little sad to see some things that we can't unlock all out on the characters. Like, wouldn't it be nice if our material and room were unlockable? I understand why they don't do it. They get way more money or gameplay out of us if they don't. So I don't think it's something they're planning to do anytime soon, but wouldn't it be nice?
This would explain the lack of communication. Gorilla Grodd's unconscious mind has pushed the inmates into primal rage. The rogues are out of their cells and have fled further on. They must be after their weapons in lockup.
Thus, we are justified in shooting fire at their faces.
Security clearance accepted. Except please activate secondary to cell block 6.
I've got you. Liminal, that is a cool name too. We've got such cool names in our group. I don't even know that I can say the first one. Tupasadina? Which is just, it's kind of pretty. I wonder if it means something. I hope it's not something inappropriate that I just said on my channel. Then we've got Liminal, which I love, and Cybalia, which I love too. Awesome name!
We're out here.
Oh, nice! Chosen said my character looks like she's from the 31st century, to be honest. Awesome! That means, is that like a nice, clean, slim line on your character? Because I think 31st century, that's one of the things I think. And then really cool heads is the other thing I think, because when we go to the 31st century open world, everyone has alien heads, and I love it.
Disallow conductive material within 50 yards of the prisoner, and ensure proper training is enabled for self.
Albel said I'm so skipping doing this alert for this event, lol. I wouldn't blame you. But I'm having fun.
No one cages us. Now what do we have here?
Albel said, I
Smells
love
like
the customization, though I
meat.
tend to stick to one look for my character like in the comics, only changing now and again. Oh, I'm like the
Let's see
opposite.
what you got.
I have a consistent look on all of my Shattered Shadow characters, so they all have this style, specifically. But all their other armories, they're so different. I really love making them, it's so much fun, but none of them are consistent.
You show these three charmers the law of the jungle, so you
And
can
every
get
now
past
and then I
them
just get in
to the
mood
real
for one of the
problem.
styles, and so I'll put it on and then go run my content in that style, which is fun. And also, Multiverse has his streams where we specifically have to style our characters based on a theme, so I really enjoy that too. So I think my characters get a really good workout with their styles. It's a lot.
Let's see what you got.
Up one level, there we go. Albel said, back in the day this used to be the difficult instance. I know, you proved yourself running this. I agree. It was a tricky one. I will say, these days though, it's easy enough to run. I just know that I would not be capable of soloing it. Or if I did, most likely I'd get knocked out a lot of times and have to tank all the way, which means I would be very, very slow, because my tank does not, like, I don't have enough stat points to not make them do, like, I would want them to do extra damage than what they actually are currently doing. So everything I have is put into health on my main tank build, and it means that she survives, but she doesn't do damage very quickly, so it would be so slow. Not good for a live stream. You guys would all take a nap. I'd run out of things to talk about, which never happens, so not the best plan. I feel like my character is jumping in weird places today. It's not even the enemies dragging her around. Well, that one was, literally as I said it. She got pushed back, but she just seems to jump in the wrong direction. I don't know why. She has an attitude problem. She's not in the mood today. Down you go, meta-powered and mate. I think it's interesting they're meta-powered, but we don't see much of what they do, right? They just come and like whack you really hard. It'd be cool if they had some power loadouts. They don't seem that threatening. But, I mean, back in the day, I'm sure they were. I did like 6 years ago, this was something still that people were using to prove
This
themselves.
is Stryker's evidence storage
I don't know
area.
when everything
I'm betting
changed
the
and it
rogues made
became
a
really
beeline
easy,
here to
but
get their
when I
gear.
first started playing
They'll
on
take
Twitch,
advantage
this
of
was
the
one the
situation to
quickest things
escape.
do.
See
Not
what
so
you can
much
do.
anymore. That toy is so hideous. No. Alright, let's go. Oh! Let's grab that first. Yay! Thanks, guys. I had no idea that was there. If you didn't come and collect it, I
This
wouldn't
is
have
Lois
known.
Lane with Daily Planet Live.
The Rogues, Keystone City's
You're going
notorious
down.
group
Okay,
of criminals, were transferred today to Stryker's Island, where they await trial.
I will wait for my... Oh, no, we don't go back. We go this way, don't we?
And Weather Wizard continue to insist on their innocence.
This is one of the reasons I don't
Lex
think it would
Luthor
have been good
himself
for
has
my
taken
mom
an
to
interest
start
in their
this
cause
with,
and is providing legal representation free of charge.
Because I've been playing Super Speed for years, and I still backflip through the air and things, you know? Because she gets caught on random stuff. Now, there used to be a specific order that we want to knock these guys out in. I don't remember it, guys. It's been so long. I think Mira might have been the first one we knocked out, but I could be mistaken on that one. If the team seems to be aiming for someone specific, I will also aim for that specific one. But otherwise, I've got no clue. Oh no, somebody's down! I'll see if I can pick up even without a shield up. Oh no, you've got a shield. You do the pickup, I will do the shooting things with fire. Because that is my favorite thing to do. Also, did I pass an investigation on my way through? I feel like I saw green out of the corner of my eye and then ignored it. So I'll have a look. It could be a barrel or something though, so who knows. And also, I didn't hear one. But most of the time I play this with the sound off, so I'm not really listening for it either. There's a high potential for me to miss it. Oh yeah, Albel said they used to have a survival mode instance too. They used to have live streams where Leek would come and survive the longest. I love that! That's so fun. That is definitely before my time playing. For sure. I have seen some older YouTube content, but not a lot of it, because I just haven't had enough time to consume as much content about DC as I would like. I mean, we all know that I'm a busy person, because I say it so often, so... yeah, but I have seen a bit. Most of what I've seen there is from Multi, or a couple of people who, when I started doing YouTube, they pointed out their channels too, and I had a little bit of a look back to some of the stuff that used to go on.
Would be somewhat
A
upsetting,
good chunk of it was
considering Grodd's
PvP
current
trolling,
state,
so because early on you were able to choose PvP from the beginning, there were people who would camp out and try to attack all the noobs, you know, which, you know, I don't really enjoy watching that content, because it's just people who obviously have a leveled character being nasty to people who don't, and I don't really understand why that's funny. I would say that's kind of lame and a little bit sad if you feel like you have to attack people who don't have leveled characters. What's the benefit? You get to brag about shooting someone lower than you? I don't understand. So I didn't enjoy those streams and videos that I watched. But other stuff I enjoy. And yeah, watching some of the League stuff was fun.
Grodd's psychic
But it's been like a year and a half since I watched any of it. Thanks, Oracle, for that really useless lack of information. That was not very fun. Albel said Meps was a controversial figure too back in the day. I think Meps has been controversial the whole time he's been, or had been, playing this, because, or a developer for this, because even when I started, I didn't specifically know who Meps was early on, but a lot of people have spoken about Meps and said things to Meps in the forums, and yeah, I feel like he's been controversial the whole time. Even up until the very end there. But I do think a lot of people are missing him now that there are new developers in. You look so pretty in purple, Grodd! Evil Spirit Grodd, I don't know. Let's go, Liminal! Now, if at any point these guys need me to tank, I will. I don't think it's necessary at this stage, but we did have one person get a knockout, so I want to make sure if there's something that consistently happens, I will swap to tank, so that hopefully everyone can survive and we don't need to do any pickups, but it could have been just a fluke. I think we're pretty safe.
Do not
Oh, here we go, more enthralled. Oh, it's upper level? They're upper level, here we go. That's right. They come down to us. Why am I chasing them? I don't know. Oh, he's... I know it says rioting, but for a second it looked like rotting. They just store zombies in here. Albel said, to be fair, it disappeared. He was the community manager and he had to deal with unhappy players. I think it got to him, but he also wasn't the warmest of community managers. Lol, he was a bit of a troll. I don't mind people being a bit of a troll. But there's being a bit of a troll, and there's literally doing something over and over again that's just mean for no reason. As far as I can tell, no reason. Because you don't get bragging rights for being able to knock out a noob. Anyone can do that who's been playing longer than them. That's not bragging, that's just... Why? I don't know. What's the point?
Or die.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff controversial about Meps, I think. But I never had any interactions with him. I never had any issue with what he was doing, but I had very little knowledge of what he was doing during the time when he was in there. I think the closest I ever got to having any kind of discussion about Meps was when Multiverse and I were talking about having our characters get married in game and asking Meps to officiate the wedding. But my character is single, okay? She's not married to Multi.
Call yourself evolved.
Down you go, sir. I think so, Mr. Rod.
I don't need an attack rotation.
I'm always just ignoring my belt, aren't I? It's not a good thing to do. Don't do that, guys. Use your belt. That's what it's there for. Come on, Zords. Come and help. There we go. My mum said, do you have it on live chat? You might be missing some messages. Oh, I'm definitely missing some messages. It is on live chat, but I'm missing them because I'm only reading the pop-ups while I play. So I'll go down to the chat on my phone once I've finished, so that I'm not, trying to read at the same time as running the content. But because we're pretty solidly attacking the entire way through, I can't go down to my phone now without my character potentially getting knocked out, which we're trying to avoid. But yeah, I've definitely missed some because I only grab the ones that pop up that I can actually read through. Some of them pop up and disappear. I'm sure some of them don't pop up on my screen at all. Albel said, I once told him there were players using a loophole in PvP world, so they killed other players and preventing them to complete their mission. He replied something like, lols. Laugh lols? Oh, tough lols. I can't see it properly. Yeah, sounds about right. But it is a loophole that ended up getting fixed up in the end, right? Because now we don't get to start in PvP. We all start in PvE, and they can't block sections to prevent people from being able to go and play the content. We can warp out pretty early on in-game as well. And because there's no PvP from the beginning, it means it prevents a lot of players from being attacked randomly, which is good. Yeah, Albel said, yeah, they fixed it eventually. They did. But yeah, I don't mind trolls. People who have a sense of humor about those sorts of things, I'm perfectly fine with that. But people who just be mean and there's no reason for it, I don't understand. Not that there's ever a reason to be mean, mind you. But some people don't see some things as mean.
Strikers should return to normal. I'll make sure they use a mental nullification shield for the rest of his stay.
Aww.
You just survived the meanest metahuman lockup this side of Metropolis. Congratulations. And thanks.
You're welcome. Our pleasure. We've got to look at everyone's character, if we can. Oh, you look so cute. Oh, you're so cute. Adorable. Oh, I just realized I'm in League chat. We shouldn't do that when we're live streaming. Not that I have a huge league, but if people did end up in the league, we don't need suddenly the audio cutting in that way. Thank you so much, guys. You guys were awesome. I appreciate it. Let's head out. I know, Albel said she's so tiny. I know! Kind of cute. I tend to use the exact same build on most of my characters, which is athletic medium, because it seems like the most proportionally correct size, and also it's the closest to me. But yeah, I have one character that is a small build and it's not called slight. What's it called when they're little? Spry and small, and her name is Unmitigated Gall because Future Laura created her. It's not my fault. But she's the only tiny character that I have, and she's adorable. All right, let's go to Marketplace. Have a look at what the sale actually is. It doesn't look like a tab is highlighted as on sale. Oh, there it is. It's Legends. The Legends tab is on sale. It is down to $216 for me, so I'm going to guess $220, $230 for the majority of other players, most likely. And I already have these, and when I did buy them, they were also on a discount, so I don't know if this is a better or worse discount, but I have them all already. But yeah, if you guys are interested in grabbing some of these, now is the time, apparently. Because it's got a discount. I'm a little disappointed that that's what's on sale, to be honest. It's not my favorite. Let's queue up for the raid, see if we can get in, and then I will have a look at the chat and see which ones I missed while I was reading the pop-ups on the screen. Raid. Play. Okay, we are queued up. Oh yeah, we have to do this separately, don't we? I don't know why they do this like this, why we can't ready up from that menu if we can queue up from that menu. It's a little odd. Alright, what did I miss? I read that. Albel said, I love the customization, though I tend to stick to one look for my character like in comics, only changing now and again. Oh, pardon me, now I'm just burping. That's disgusting. Albel said, oh, I read that also. I don't think I missed as much as I thought I did. Your character looks more human-like, to be honest. That is awesome. Most of my characters look human-like, with the exception of when I get in the mood to create a dragon. And then I have dragon ladies. I have 3 male characters. One of them is Spock. One of them is Spider-Man, and he has all of the styles, which if you've seen most of my content, you will have seen Spider-Man. He's awesome. And then I have a giant dragon man. So I have one on each server that I play, with the exception of the Switch, because we can't live stream on Switch. But I have Spock on my Xbox. Then on the EU server here, I have my dragon man, which actually I could show you guys at the end of this, because he's very easy for me to just go across to. I can't show you the others because the live stream would drop out, but yeah, I could show you him. And then Spider-Man is on the US server, so that I can showcase any male styles and things on those characters if I need to. And every single one of them has a different build. One of them is spry, one of them is athletic, and one of them is large. And honestly, the large one is my favorite because he's a dragon. Okay, so Albel said in reference to when he was watching the survival mode instances where they would live stream for leagues to see how long they could last. He said he loved those live streams, DCUO Phase 1, ha ha ha. He says, man, I feel so old. No. You're not old, you're just experienced, you know? It's completely different. Chosen said, should my character have the hero mask or go without it? She's mainly from the 31st century. I mean, it's up to you. I don't use masks very often. I also don't use helmets very often because you guys have probably noticed, I like to see the hair and face of my character. But that doesn't mean you guys should. And if I make an iconic, I stick with what the iconic has. So I will use masks and helmets and things if they have it that way. So it's got to be your own taste. Whatever your preference is, go with it. And don't just do no mask because I tend to do no mask. You know, I'm a bit weird.
The monitor appreciates you.
Albel said, okay, this is the one I couldn't read properly. I once told him, as in MEPS, there were players using a loophole in PvE world, so they killed other players, preventing them to complete their missions. He replied something like, tough lols. Yep, sounds about right. I will say, one thing I can say for MEPS, though, he did seem to actually communicate with the players. I didn't have any personal experience with this, but from what I've heard and what I've read on the forums and things like that, which was a long time ago though, he seemed to communicate with you guys, answer your questions and things. What I see from, it's more of a live stream issue though, is that when we have live streams with the developers now, we don't tend to get any of the questions answered or addressed or anything like that. I haven't paid a lot of attention to the Discord chat and the forums to see if we get a lot of response from, oh, I've forgotten her name. I went to say Glitter, but Glitter is not the new community manager. I apologize. I love Glitter just because she's got the awesome hair. So she's the first one that came to mind. But I'm so sorry, I've forgotten her name. But the new lady who is doing community management, yeah, I don't see a lot coming from her in the same way that I could see the old stuff from MEPS. So I'm hoping that she is communicating with you guys and being helpful. I haven't had any personal interaction with either of them, so I may be just going off of what I see and not actually have a good basis of comparison. But hopefully she does talk with you guys. Albel said, definitely the most uninteresting sale possible, so gonna say no. Right? It is. It's not the most interesting of sales, and I already have every single item in that sale. So it's a little pointless for me. And I have it, I'm pretty sure, on PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. I think I have all of those. So, yeah, that's fine. Albel said, I never wear masks, gotta show the face. Thank you! I also have to show the face. I don't know why I am that way, but apparently I am. Oh, and Albel said, I love dragons. Thank you! Because they're super cool, right? I can't remember if this is one of my characters that has dragon. The Daedra, the Amethyst, and the Glow. No, she doesn't. I guess this would be the closest, though, to my dragon builds that I do. It's not quite the same as what I normally do, but it's pretty good. It's pretty close. Right? She makes for a cool dragon. You can tell. I love doing dragon builds. I was leaning more towards a Daedra, so she's supposed to look a little bit more like a succubus than a dragon, but it's kind of a combination of both. And I really wanted to use that mutant skin that I got because it was so expensive, and I didn't want it to go to waste, so that's why I'm doing this as well, utilizing it for this style. It's so cool. I just love it. Oh, my screen spun. That's not smart. We want to look how cool my character looks. At least I do. If you guys don't, I don't know why you're here. Albel said, Meps once posted a very honest point of view of the devs team concerning some of the concerns and wishes of the players. For example, new powers was a very interesting read. I'm curious because we don't get a lot of communication from the developers. They're not telling us everything that's coming into the game, which frankly, with the White Lantern thing that they did, I'm glad I didn't know about that. I enjoyed it very much. If you watch the live stream where I played it the first time, I was so happy and excited. So excited. I was like, I can't believe they did that. It's amazing. And I wasn't even using the White Lantern powers for like, I don't know, a whole minute or something because I was so shocked. So I love that. But there would be there's some occasions where it would be nice if they did actually communicate what's going on with us. And we've received, what have they done? 2 producers' letters since taking over. And both of them were very heavy on their hints, but didn't actually explain explicitly what their plans are, which is smart because it means we have expectations, and because they haven't explicitly said something, our expectations aren't necessarily what they're going to do, and if there's something that they fail to deliver, we don't know that they've failed, right? So I understand that. I'm not that kind of person. I'd rather know what's coming and then they say to us, look, we're really sorry we weren't able to get this out on time, or we've changed our minds on this, but I think I'm the minority with that. I think that people prefer to know what's coming and then not be disappointed by it not coming. So I understand that choice. But having some things come up and letting us know would be very nice, just occasionally, things that are being put into the game so that we're not, surprised by something or don't understand why something functions the wrong way in our eyes. So, it would be nice if they communicated just a little bit more with us. Albel said, ooh, that's cool. Dragon style is fire. Fire, get it? Yeah, that's exactly right. She's a fire dragon. It makes perfect sense. My male dragon is ice. He's an ice dragon, and he's awesome. Okay? But yeah, she is fire and an awesome dragon succubus looking thing. I think it goes good. It's the only way I was able to utilize the skin really well too. I love this skin, but because you only get it on one character, you cannot unlock it on others, and you have to buy it multiple times too. I think it was a booster bundle at the time, and you had to purchase 20 of them to get this item. I'm glad I got it, but I would never purchase it again for any other characters because, so pricey. Albel said, I loved the White Lantern power surprise. So did I. I think everyone did. It was exciting. Unexpected. It was fun. I also liked that we had that retreat, which I don't think any of the episodes that we've had, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I don't remember ever having to retreat on any of those. I kind of liked that we're heading out to battle, we kind of fail and get overwhelmed, and we had to retreat to be able to go back and then do the White Lantern thing. I quite liked that too. It was surprising because a lot of the stories tend to follow the exact same progression, and that was slightly different. And then we end up a White Lantern and go and attack. It was fun. It was good fun. I liked it. Also, it was really fun to see, I forget the Green Lantern's name. Laughleys. Laughleys was very entertaining during that with all his whinging. Albel said, I think today as well, the landscape has changed. YouTuber rants aren't so prevalent that I think many devs choose to safeguard themselves by not saying much, which is sad. Yeah, I think so. I think the reason we don't get a lot of information is because the backlash from people is heavy, especially when you're on social media, when you're on YouTube and things like that. People aren't so concerned about what they say because no one is personally near them and they can ignore any responses they get very easily, which is why you see a lot of people not being very kind to others because they don't really get any recompense for it. There's no consequences for that. So I can understand withdrawing for the sake of keeping themselves safe, but I also think if you're going to be a game developer, if you're going to be a community manager, and if you're going to interact with your audience, got to have a thick skin, guys. You got to have some people hired who can deal with those things and don't get offended easily. Because honestly, it's one of the best things to have if you're going to do anything on social media, YouTube, anything like that, is not letting those things get to you. Makes it a lot easier to communicate with people too, because if they say something horrible and it doesn't affect you, it doesn't have the impact they want, and you can just move on. Which, not everyone is like that, I understand, and I do understand their choice, but I still don't like it because I want to know a little bit what's coming. And where their headspace is, their plans that they've got. It's really nice to see, like, when they did a couple of interviews and they talked about the new episodes coming, I liked seeing them because they seemed genuinely excited about what they're doing, regardless of whether I agree with their choices or not. If they have passion for it, hopefully it comes through in the game and I enjoy it, even if it's not what I expect, or isn't a character that I like, or things like that. So hopefully that comes through in whatever they choose to do with the next set of episodes, or however they're choosing to do it, because currently Lucia being the main character makes it hard for me to enjoy the most recent content. But I like seeing how passionate they are about what they do. It's nice. People having passion for this game makes me happy, because they could just easily put out the bare minimum with absolutely no passion and no interest and try and earn off this game to put the money wherever else it is that they're putting the money, right? Then we don't get any benefit from playing. They get all the benefit from us playing, and we just get the bare minimum. And it doesn't seem like they're just doing bare minimum. They are doing a lot of microtransactions, not gonna lie, but it does seem like they really are trying with their narratives. It just so happens that I don't personally like the narratives. Albel said, first time we had to retreat, that was cool. I wish they would do more moments like this going forward. So do I. The first retreat, I liked that I didn't see it coming, and it made me have to pay attention, because there's a lot of episodes in this and open worlds in this that I can play on like sleep mode. It just automatically, my thumbs automatically do it, my eyes automatically pay attention, and you could ask me later, what did you play? And I'll be like, I have no idea. I loaded in with other people and we did the things. Because they're all the same. And all of my button taps are the same, and you just, it's simple and easy. This wasn't that. The Light Lantern thing, amazing, different, and the retreat thing, different. I had to pay attention to what I was being told. If I didn't pay attention to what I was being told for my character gets knocked out. And I'm like, what happened? I should be able to attack these guys. No, you should have retreated because that's what you were told. So I like that. A little bit of having to pay attention is good for me, because I could play these half asleep with my thumbs just doing all the work on, muscle memory. Albel said DCUO definitely needs a social media overhaul. Yeah, I agree with that. I do think it's interesting that their live streams, when they do something on Twitch, it goes across, it has in the past gone across to their YouTube channel, and most recently that hasn't happened. I think that's a mistake. I think they should be putting it also on YouTube, particularly as not everyone is following Twitch, but people who play DC may accidentally come upon information if it is on YouTube, more likely than if they're on Twitch, because there's more people who just watch YouTube in general. And not only that, Meta Knight is their Creator League person. Like, they only have one now. Meta Knight is on YouTube. I think it would have been really nice when they did their live stream for the Styles and Meta Knight was part of it, if they had have uploaded that to YouTube, give a Meta Knight a shout out and be like, hey guys, Meta Knight was on here, she did a great job, here's her channel, because she's advocating for them in some way, and she's like their only Creator League member, so I would have really loved to have seen that too. And also I found when they do their live streams, like when I live stream with you guys, I expect to be having a talk with you guys and interact with you, and if you guys ask me something, I'll answer. We have a conversation, and I think that's the best part of live streaming, is that we get to talk with each other, and everyone can have their input. And I do try to read out everything with, small exceptions, like inappropriate language, things like that. But otherwise, I try to read out everything and go through it all, and I'm interested in what you guys have to say. I actually have fun. But in their live streams, they don't do that. They do whatever it is they intended to do, try to follow their little steps that they've got, like part 1, part 2, whatever they've got, and they don't seem to interact a lot with the comments section. Not only that, but some of their comments disappear if they seem negative. In my opinion, it seems like negative comments disappear. And some of them I don't think are negative. It's actually that person expressing their frustration and asking, can this be changed? Or is there something that's going to be different about this? Or why is it this way? And they don't answer it. Not only do they not answer it, it seems to just disappear from the chat. And I just don't really understand why they don't just make a video. Why live stream it if you're not going to interact with your audience? If you did a video, you could cut out all the little bits and things that you don't want in it, which there are times where you can see that some of them haven't discussed particular things that can or can't be discussed in the live stream, and they've said to each other, we're not revealing that yet, we're not revealing that yet. All of that could be cut out if they just did a video. And then there's no expectation of interaction with the audience because a video is different. But maybe it's just me, maybe people live stream differently to me, and this is just the way that I see it, I don't know. I've only started live streaming recently, and I wasn't ever actually intending to make this a live streaming channel or anything, but it was asked for, and honestly, it's so much fun. But maybe people do it different to me. I'm not really sure, but any live streamer that I've watched is interacting with their audience, and I think that's what I like about live streams, and they don't do it. It's weird to me. Yeah, Albel said, yeah, I want our character to be the main character. Final Fantasy XIV had backlash with their latest DLC where the hero wasn't the main focus of the story. Yeah, that is one thing I loved about the White Lanterns in this, right? our character was the main character of that story. We're the White Lantern. We make the choices. We defeat Necron. And then at the end, for some reason, we raise Voivode. I don't like that choice, but, you know, our character did it. So it is nice when our character is the main focus of the storyline, or in games where you're playing a specific character, not one you've self-created, at least that character is enough of the narrative surrounds them specifically that you actually feel driven for what you're doing with them. And sometimes they miss the mark a little bit by making the story about something else or someone else, and you don't feel like you're as engrossed in the narrative because it's no longer you driving the story, it's some other character that you happen to interact with, which is not as much fun, in my opinion. Albel said, I rarely watch Twitch, YouTube all the way. Yeah, it's just the numbers say Twitch has less people and YouTube has more. And when it comes to like giving us information on Twitch about DC, I feel like it should, if they can, get it to go up onto YouTube as well, because for people who don't even know that there are developers on Twitch and don't even know that there are websites where you can read the blogs and find out information about the episodes, they're more likely to come across it by accident on YouTube than they are on Twitch. It's just the facts about how many people there are playing and how many people are on the different areas where they have videos, or live streams in this case. So I think it would be smart for them to put it across to YouTube. But, you know, I don't work with them or for them. And there's no way that I ever would. There's no way they would want me there. But, yeah, I feel like some of the things they do could be improved. But, like, I'm sure everyone has their opinion on what could be better and things like that, and they're definitely not going to listen to people. Sometimes it's not even worth listening to the majority, let alone the minority, which I think is what I am. And I doubt they even know I exist. Albel said, yeah, that's the best part of streaming, the interaction. That's exactly how I feel. It's interacting with you guys. I know that when I do a live stream, there's going to be people watching during the live stream who are listening to me actively or are actually in the chat talking with me. But I also know that there's a lot of people who watch later and listen to it afterwards and don't interact in the chat. Some people put some comments on later and things like that. But the reason that live stream is something that I really, really enjoy doing is because I get to chat with you guys. And I think it's fun. Your opinions are interesting. I love when we get into conversations about the game, even when we get into conversations not about the game. And I think it's so awesome how you guys will put things across on my Discord so that I can see, and we can have little bits of discussion in there about styles and things. I enjoy that. I find it fun. And I'm not the most social person, generally speaking. I think antisocial is what I've been saying up until this point, but I think it paints an incorrect picture of exactly how I am. I get energized more by being by myself and relaxing and not interacting with people. I enjoy interacting with people, but afterwards I am so tired. So tired. So it's a draining experience for me. But I am having so much fun doing it. Chatting with you guys is great. When we're live, when we're in the Discord, it's great. You guys are fun. So I don't know. I find it weird when people do live streams and they don't chat with their audience, particularly developers of a game who have people watching who are asking about that game. Wouldn't you want to know? I would want to know. I'd want to answer those questions, even if the audience ends up disagreeing. You know, disagreeing isn't a bad thing. People being horrible and nasty is bad things, but that's not what I've seen going on the chat on Twitch, to be honest, at least not until this point. Albel said, characters never stay dead in comics, but man, that was some kind of record in terms of revival. I know! Actually, everything happened quick for her. It's the same as Lucia. Everything happened quick for her too, right? She's got some powers. She gets an addiction. She ends up working for Neron. She ends up addicted even more so to the murdering side of it. She thinks she's going to be free. She's not going to be free. She gets released. She suddenly has zero remorse and is just upset that she might end up in prison. Becomes a compassion lantern. Is a compassion lantern for 2 seconds while she's training. Immediately goes to rescue her sister. Becomes a sorrow lantern. And then is like infecting the entirety of Mogo with her sorrow and is kind of kept trapped by Lissa so that she keeps staying a sorrow lantern and infecting the planet. I mean, lots of things have happened to her in a very short period of time. At least it feels short because of how much of the episode we actually play, right? Rose said 1 hour. I don't think that's accurate. I think we're an hour and a half-ish in. I don't know how long. I'm definitely a little bit behind that, I think, now. Albel said, I think most players will be happy with actual new content more often, as in no rehash or reskin, but yeah, the rest varies depending on the player. Haha. Yeah, I think that we do enjoy having new content more often. It's very nice. But I mean, there has to be some kind of equality to it. With the open worlds that we've got from these developers, it is something I absolutely love. Their open worlds look beautiful. I was a little concerned that they were going to grab Mogo and just make it grey and go, here you go, here is Mournful Mogo. And even though it looks like they've used the same map and just rotated it, it's so nice and different. I love it so much. So every single map that they have done for the open worlds on all 3 of their episodes, I love. I think they're all really well done. I wish that in Kaznia, the ceiling wasn't so low, so if you play super speed, it'll probably be very obvious. If you do a leap through the air to go somewhere, often you'll hit the ceiling and fall down instead of being able to leap to your full extent. That's a little frustrating, but it is their first one. After that, they have fixed it, and we don't have that issue. But their open worlds are beautiful. I'm a little annoyed by the repeat of the narrative for the alert and raid, and also they did not make it clear. So for me it's fine, for people who've been playing a long time it's fine, but for newer players, the order of getting everything done has always been made clear by the episodes, right? It'll give you a mission in your journal to say, complete this section in the open world, go and do the solo, go and do the alert, or the duo, go and do the alert, go and do the raid, mission complete, here are your augments. Right, there's like a progression so that they know what to do and what things they need to complete, and there's a reward for it. That was not clear with Kaznia. As soon as you finish the mission, you get like a vague comment from Constantine, hey, there's more things to do around here, you should probably do that, something like that. And you have to go looking around the map for the people to collect the missions from. It's not clearly explained. And not only that, but we've always had solo and duo as the first part of the storyline, alert as the second part, raid as the third, up until we hit Kaznia, where it goes in reverse, where the raid and alert, which are the same thing, are the first thing you do, then you go to the solo, which is fine. But tell us in the game, especially for newer players, that this is the way the story goes when you do the load-ins, because even though I got it, there's people who won't know it. I play this game every day and have done so for 6 years, almost every day for 6 years. And I'm sure that there are other people who won't know what's going on exactly with that sort of thing, and I wish they would make it clearer. And that's been the case for all of their episodes, is that we're supposed to play the raid and alert first and then the solo to make it in the correct order. And the fact that we have a repeat of the alert and raid, whichever way you want to look at it, an alert that's repeated in the raid or a raid that's repeated in the alert, hate that so much. And the fact that they give us a flashback episode so we run older content as part of the new event. I mean, it's good for currency collection, I can get a bit more that way, but I really, really hate that I'm playing the same alert and raid as each other in all of them, and particularly I can't stand the escort mission in the Kaznian raid and alert. Like, I get so annoyed with it. I don't enjoy playing that one at all. So, but I could be the minority. I don't think I am on that. I'm pretty sure most people have expressed the same thing. They don't like it being repeated, and no one likes the escort mission as far as I can tell, but we just do it because we want the currency and that sort of thing. But, yeah, they have some things that are quality and some things that are frustrating, but I think no matter which developer we get, we're going to have some things that are frustrating, and the amount of people that they have and amount of time and money they're willing to put into something means that there are going to be cuts in particular areas because they have to meet their schedule with enough content to make us happy and enough microtransactions to make them happy. So it's an interesting balance that I don't think they've quite hit, because just the raid and alert being different from each other would be nice. I mean, there's been some little open world extra steps that we've had to do, like in Kaznia we have to go into a cave and rescue Saint Walker. If that had have been just extended to an extra couple of things to do in there and then made that the alert, I would love that. Or that as the solo and then keep the solo as the raid, as the alert. Or like when we go and rescue Constantine, add that to it as well. First we rescue Saint Walker, or hang on, Saint Walker. Saint Walker was Mogo. Constantine was Kaznia. Adding those in as part of it would have been nice, but you know, I'm not the developer. They don't care what I think, guys. I'm so unimportant. I rolled too far. Scrolled too far. Albel said, I'd say you're an introvert extrovert. I'm fairly similar. That's what my sister says, omnivert, meaning that she likes both and is good with both. As far as I know, you're technically considered an introvert if you find solo things energizing and group things draining. So I think that's where I got that from, but honestly, I can't remember where I read it. And I think some people misinterpret when I say I'm an introvert to mean that I'm not good at social things. I'm perfectly fine. Like, perfectly fine if a stranger comes up and asks me questions, interacting with random people or people that I know. I have no problem with it. Just at the end, I'm tired, guys. I need a nap, you know? So, yeah, so introverted doesn't mean I'm not good with social things, but it does mean that I am more energized by doing things on my own than I am doing things in a group, which is weird. I think maybe I should adopt my sister's word and say omnivert like she does. It would go with my Miss Omniverse character, right? It would make sense. Albel said, Alameo, when you put it like that, yes, a lot happened to her in a very short amount of time. Right! Lucia has been through a lot of things. A lot of things, but I still don't like her. I just don't. Oh, see, Albel agrees. I agree. Kaznia is one of my favorite maps. It is also one of mine. I wish the ceiling was higher on that one. But isn't it beautiful? The snow, the trees, it's just so nice. If we didn't have to continuously go back to that pub, I would have even more appreciation for it because it was frustrating at the start. But love that map. And the Mogo map is just gorgeous. All of the green, the tree, it's just so pretty. I don't know. These developers do a beautiful open world. They really do. I love them. The open worlds, not the developers. I don't know them. I don't know. Albel said so many new players are lost in DCUO. They definitely need to do something to streamline stuff. Yeah, it's the thing I've seen most with newer players who've just started is they don't know what they're supposed to be doing after they've done the initial missions in open world. And it happened to me too. So 6 years ago, when I first started playing, I didn't understand what I was supposed to do after the open world very well either. I didn't really understand the warping and the orrery and being able to go to different worlds that way. Also, House of Legends became a thing while I started to play. It would be nice if there was something that was a little more clear for them to understand when they start doing things with the orrery and going to the different worlds. It would be nice if there was a little bit more clearness to when they are doing the artifact and ally leveling. Artifacts are clear. You're told, do this. This is why that works. Now do this. This is why that works. And you're given the items to do so by Constantine. Very clear and nice. Now that we have like the different way that we have to do the allies as well, like you have to level even your lowest cost ally costs the same amount to get to level 1 now. So Crypto is going to be a blue, a pink, and an orange of the alliance pieces. That's not made clear to anyone who plays this. We know because we played for a while, but a newer player, that should be explained, in my opinion, the same way to them as the artifacts is. This is how it works. This is your next step. At least let them get 1 to level 1 so they've done it and they know how it functions. And then making it a little bit more clear about the different open worlds and things that they can do would be good too. Though I will say, if they've used their journal throughout being able to do all of the open world stuff for their initial missions, they shouldn't have too much trouble going to their journal and getting things highlighted to know what they need to do next. Problem is they don't know how to get there, some of them. They don't understand, go to the House of Legends, use the orrery, or go to the Hall of Doom or the Watchtower, use the teleporters. They don't know, because it's not said clearly enough for them. So I've had people ask me that sort of thing before. I think it needs to be just a little bit more clear that early on. And also PvP is not explained at all, and I understand it's not popular anymore, it's not used frequently anymore, it's not the reason a lot of people play this game, but it is still fun, it is still things people have interest in, and having something clearly explained that is still in the game is probably a good idea. I didn't know PvP was a thing until people told me, and they had to explain it and show me what was going on, because I didn't know what it was. Because it's not made very, very clear to newer players. So, and that's 6 years ago. That's not now. Now it's still the same, but yeah, I wish it was a little bit more clear for some people. Rose said, not sure, but I think you started at 2:57 p.m. Oh, you're probably right. That's when the first message was sent. Oh, then I apologize. I thought I started at 1:15. But I probably looked at my time at 1:15 and went, okay, good, I'll set up now. Then set up and then realized that's not actually when the stream started. Albel said, I hate escort missions in any game. I think everybody does. Does anyone go and go, oh yay, another escort mission? I don't think anybody does that. They're not fun, and the fact they added it to this game when it hasn't been much of a thing kind of sucks. It's a little bit sad. Albel said, yeah, I've heard players get frustrated with the repeat alert and raid. Yeah, I haven't heard a single person say, I love that we do it twice because I know what to do, or something like that. No, not a single person likes that about this. I understand why. I understand why they add the flashback raid to it as well. but it doesn't mean I'm going to like it. I don't like it. I find this content less playable because of that, even though I love their open worlds. The storyline is definitely comprehensive. I do wish we were following a character we could recognize instead of Lucia, who I do not care about. But yeah, the fact that I'm playing the same thing for both makes it so that not only does it deter me from playing one of those two things, I don't play these episodes as much as I have all of the other episodes that they've had. Because I can't follow Lucia happily, and because their missions that they have for the alert and raid are the same as each other, with weird mechanics in them that I find to be unnecessary. I like when they have mechanics for a boss, and we have to pay attention to what we're doing to defeat the boss. But when it's an escort mission with a ghost, or when it's doing the batteries inside of Mogo, which is not a boss at all, and it's just time consuming. There's even a delay as to how long it takes us because we have to wait for the light to travel along the batteries. It's boring. It's boring and I don't enjoy it. So I don't play them. And it's really sad because I love this game. And this is still my favorite game. But for some reason, I don't know, it's harder to enjoy it. David said, back from story time. Oh, that's lovely. I hope that Marley had a lovely story time. 011 said straight energy vampires on this game. Straight energy vampires? They jacked us on allies. Yeah, well, the allies have definitely been messed up. I don't know what you mean by straight energy vampires. I will say, we've had some cool characters coming up behind us while I've been chatting away, haven't we? We've got a Zatanna right there, and I don't know what to call him, but his displaced torso is sweet. He looks so creepy, I love it. You guys do awesome with your styles. I will say I don't think we're getting in the raid anytime soon, which is, I mean, I'm surprised we got the alert, and happy we got the alert, but, you know, that's fine. Yeah, the change that they did to the allies, I don't think anybody is happy with. I do understand, like, some people have said, well, obviously Crypto shouldn't have been the strongest damage. I agree, but I don't know why that means you have to make everything harder instead of just, like, fixing up some of the other characters who are allies so that their damage output is better than Crypto. So the Crypto is still a good choice, but there's better choices, and then people can make the choice if they want to get the better one or stick with Crypto because he was cheap. Now he's not cheap. He's not worth anyone getting him. I have a bunch of him leveled on a bunch of characters, and I don't use him at all because Zod is better. But if they had have made Zod better anyway, I would have been happy. But the leveling cost sucks. And the fact that that hasn't been explained to newer players the way that they need to do that, that also sucks. And I thought so before they had changed it to the new way that we pay the currency in. This was when it was still one cost of blue to get Crypto or any of the other lower level allies done. That could have been explained. We're given one of those things, but it doesn't say, here are your ally favor, pay that into your ally. Well done. Now use this to break through on them. Well done. Now you can continue to do this as you level further on. You know, something the same way they explain the artifacts. Because newer players have asked me quite a few times, how do I level allies? Because it's not explained in the game. Albel said I gotta go. No problem. Thanks for the fun chat. My pleasure. Thank you for the fun chat. Always nice catching one of your streams. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much. This has ended up being more of a chatty stream than it has been playing the new content. I mean, we did play it, but it was just, you know, I think I've talked even longer than we've actually played. Which no one should be surprised by. Let's be honest. David said, I still use Crypto, Superboy, and Superman on my Andromedax hero. See, it's fair enough. I see a lot of people still using Crypto. I do still use Crypto on a lot of my characters because he's leveled. Not because I think he's the strongest, and just because I haven't played those characters recently. But I do try to get Zod in his place now. And I think everyone's using Superboy. Right? You get him leveled to 5 straight away. He's worth putting in a secondary slot at least until you get something else leveled past him. And a lot of people have the Superman emblem under their feet. Pardon me. So I'm seeing a lot of that, which is completely understandable. I'm doing the same. And also early on, he's a good one to just summon so he can attack. Though I will say his attack is slow and very AoE-ish, not really directional. So that's why I tend to put him in a secondary. He's not good for bosses, in my opinion, as the primary. But I think we've hit the bottom of the chat. Excellent! Well, I'm very sorry we didn't get into the raid, but I did kind of expect it. I mean, it's not a huge surprise. I will, however, we'll go back to my normal build, back to my, you know, how I normally look with the purple, because purple is the bestest color. And I will swap over to my dragon as well, because I want to look at him because he looks so cute. And then, yeah, if there are any more questions or comments that you guys would like to put into the chat, please do so, and I will read those out as well, unless you swear or say anything inappropriate, which I don't think any of you ever do that, but you know. And I'll just swap across to my awesome dragon, whose name is Dragonian, because it sounds cool. And yes, I changed his name. His name was much more lame in the past, but now he's awesome. I love him. Out of all my male characters, which incidentally is 3, I think I like him the most, even though Spider-Man is awesome. I really like him. He looks so cool. Out of all my characters that I have built for character creation videos, Spider-Man is my favorite one that I did for that, because he just, I don't know, the styles that I could do for him were amazing. I enjoyed it a lot more than any of the others, with the exception of 7 of 9, who is very, very close second for character creation on that one. That was fun too, but Spider-Man is definitely up there. He's fantastic. But out of all my male characters, look how creepy he looks. He's just a big, scary ice dragon man. I love him. What have I got here? Granted item. Oh, Extra Life. Okay, we can show people. Guys, Extra Life has given us some rewards again. We are currently getting Helper's Halo, Caregiver Cape, and Enhanced Angelic Drone Emblem. So if you log on to your account, you should be able to get these items. I will say I haven't looked up everything. So there's a chance that we have server-specific rewards, because I know that occasionally they've done things where they will give us rewards if you've gone and put some donations in for the EU server specifically. EU server gets the rewards, and for Switch, etc. I don't know if that's the case now. I do know that if you're on the EU server, you will get these items. This is the Caregiver Cape. Let's take off the thing. There we go. Ooh, it looks good with that chroma. Okay, here we go. So that's the Caregiver Cape, guys, if you're wanting to get it. It is, I do on occasion need something that goes off one shoulder, so it could be handy for some of those. But there are a few in the game that work really well. Like the Gorgon one is one of my favorite ones to use. I think that's what it's called, for the shoulder. But that's that item. And then we should put the emblem on as well. Have a look at that. I don't remember what it was called. Angelic Drone is not it, is it? Oh, hang on. It's more of an enhanced. I think it was enhanced. Enhanced Angelic Drone, maybe? Absolute Dark. Yeah, I'm going to say that that's it. Let's change his top over, because obviously that's not going to work. There's the piece on his back. It's a shame to change his chest piece, though, because he looks so nice. I need just a slimline or a t-shirt. There, chevron slimline. There we go. Oh, stop doing your shield. There we go. So that is the emblem that you can receive if you go and log in. Hopefully it's on every server. This is something I would test later and let you guys know. But yeah, hopefully this is everywhere and you can get it. But it's guaranteed that you can get it on the EU server at the very least. 011 said reset in 11 minutes. Correct. If you are on the US server, if you are on Xbox or on Switch, the reset is going to occur in 11 minutes and you guys will be able to run the event. However, most likely the actual new load-ins will probably come after the shutdown, which is at my midnight. I'm not sure what time it is for you guys, but that's a few more hours to go. But yeah, hopefully you can run the content anyway, and then once the new content comes in, you can do that for the rest of your week, which will be good. I've got to put him back. I've got to put him back to the style, because he just looks so much cooler, right? I even used like the regalia crown on him. He's so nice. He's my favorite. He's just so creepy and spiky and icy. I can't help it. 011 said Superboy is good for a lot of ads, but not bosses. Yeah, I agree. That's why I tend to put him in the second slot, because if you put him in primary slot, it's not the best use of him. He doesn't do good if you're trying to use him for bosses, which is when I use them most often. When I summon an ally is when we're doing a boss, and I think for the majority of us that's true. David said, when I play the stabilizer mission, when you come to the main boss, I drop my supply drop, a bunch of unicorns drop in, and then I have 2 cryptos running around. Yeah, a lot of people have done that. The reason I don't is because I very, very rarely have a supply drop in my belt. Oh, he's taken all of his stuff off, hasn't he? He has, because I have it not saved. But my belt is usually pet, trinket, uplink device, henchman. And even when I'm playing my healer these days, I haven't been putting in the uplink device because my healer loadouts are enough. So I feel like I use my belt for other things to be more helpful to the group in other ways, getting the enemies down a little bit faster, hopefully. But I don't use supply drops very often at all, which is why I don't really use the Superboy in that way. But if I've seen other people do it, I think it's kind of fun to have 2 cryptos in play. I think that's kind of fun. But I personally haven't really done... I don't have much use for it. Zooted said, what is the spotlight tomorrow? 2-time Mogo Acons. Is it on here? It should be on here in this part of the events, right? They do like a spotlight thing now. Bonus here. That's talking about Legends Unleashed. During the Legends Unleashed event, most Legend characters are unlocked and ready for action, and every Legends PvE map is open for play in the on-duty menu. Additionally, feat progress in Legends PvE is boosted by a staggering 10 times multiplier. Ooh! Maybe people will play Legends, who knows? To participate, open the on-duty menu, select custom play, choose your Legend character from your Legends tab, queue up for any Legend PvE mission under the events tab. Whether you're chasing feats or just want to wreak havoc with your favorite DC character, now's the time to dive in. So I would imagine that is the reason that the marketplace now has the special discount of 20% on all of the Legends tabs so that you can get your various characters, which I may play a little bit of that. I'm not sure, but yeah, if you're looking to get a new Legends character unlocked, now is probably the time, guys, because it's discounted over here. Most of them are available through the marketplace. There are some that you actually have to get through the game instead, but yeah, a lot of them are just different skins, to be honest, rather than an actual different character. So yeah, keep that one in mind. Thank you for reminding me, Zooted, because I did not even look at that tab, and I probably should have early on. David said, where is Katana in the House of Legends? So, you know when you first load in to the House of Legends, which is like over here at the living quarters, normally they put any of our events on these 2 stands for heroes and villains, but the outsider ops they've chosen to put just next to the doorway over here. So she's just hanging out, chilling over here. I've seen a lot of people come and talk to her. I'm not really sure why, because as far as I know, we don't get
combat is
any shop
unique,
or anything from her. It's
effective.
just conversation. So you can
I'm
talk
implementing
with her,
a new
but
training program,
that's all.
and your unique skill set will help me do that. Intrigued?
Not
Let's
really.
begin. It's rather simple.
Already.
Select a task
Also, why
and
do we
complete
have that
it.
jacket?
Your performance will allow me to augment and improve the program.
I like
Use
that
whatever
jacket.
means
I mean,
you
you
see
could
fit
kind
to
of
complete
imitate
the
it, but
task.
You can't get the wraps
Good luck.
around the shoulders. They're kind of cool. That's it. She just takes you straight to this menu. So yeah, I'm not really sure why people are still talking with her. Maybe they like hearing her voice, which, you know, that is understandable. She does sound very nice. But you don't get a shop or anything with her. She's just there to let us know what's happening. Ooh, Hyper Time! Hello! I know this character. Who are you? Hang on. Who played you? Oh, darn it. I don't remember who it was. It's not... Is it David? David, is this your character? I feel like this is David's character. You look awesome! Very nice. It's very nice to see you. It's very weird being like a big ice dragon thing next to you. Frank said, who is also Paragon Man. Oh, he's saying hello to my mum. Thank you, Paragon. My mum said, oh, that was you. Laura was helping me with my character. Correct. My mum and I were fixing up her character a little bit because when we saw that the event hadn't changed and we didn't have the new load-ins to do, I was like, well, I have to live stream something. What's something fun? And, you know, we played around with the idea of me playing through my mum's character to get her leveled all the way to 30 so that she can, you know, consume a 420 CR skip box that we've had stored there and then have her character ready to play with us as a healer. Because she's not keen on doing it herself. She doesn't like to attack even the NPCs, right? That's not the kind of person she is. I have a mild version of that because I can't delete my characters, but she literally won't attack the bad guys. So she's playing a healer. But to get through the first part all the way to level 30, you obviously have to attack things to get the narrative completed. So, yeah, I'm doing that with her character and thought, well, we could do that as a live stream. I can get her character leveled all the way, ready for the next time we do something together on the EU server or US server. And, yeah, so that was me when Paragon was saying hello. I was in control of her character, but my mum was there. She was right next to me. David said, I'm on the EU server now. Which phase are you in? Oh, I think, see, I'm right. This is David's character, Hypertime. You look great. I remember running this with you. He created this character just recently with us in a live stream, which is great. You look so cool. Also, the chroma looks amazing on you. I love it. That chroma is getting good use on my characters too, ever since they put it in the imp mark. David said, I did last week with you, 0 to 30. Yes, you did. That's literally what I'm saying. And you look so good. I also really love how you've paired that aura with it. Because honestly, you probably have noticed, right? When you see my styles, my colors tend to match each other, with the exception of iconic characters where I follow whatever they have. But everyone else is good at putting colors together that look great and don't match. I don't know how you guys do it, but you look fantastic. And it's annoying that I can't do that. But, you know, you guys can all do it, and I can stand at the sidelines and admire you. David said, thank you. Just true, my dude. You look great. So I think we've hit the bottom of the chat, guys. Hopefully this was, I was going to say helpful. I don't know how helpful it was, but hopefully you were mildly entertained. And I had a really good time chatting with all of you. I always do. It's always good fun. And you know, I don't know, it just makes my day a little bit happier, which is nice, or my night on this occasion. So, guys, thank you so much for watching my live stream, engaging in the chat with me, letting me know your opinions on different things. I really, really appreciate it, and I love it. And also, I will say thank you to anyone who watches this later or listens to it later, whatever you do. I really appreciate that too, because without you guys, my channel wouldn't grow the way that it's been growing, which honestly has been heaps. Amazing, way faster than I ever thought was going to happen. So I really appreciate you all. You're so cool. And guys, as I always say, please, everyone, have a good one.